Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd. In Taking the Stone, our aliens of the week, the clans as they're called, were taking mushrooms and jumping off a cliff to see if they live or die. I think the writers of this episode probably also taking mushrooms or maybe something else. Chiana's brother had died. She finds this out through an implanted life disc. This is something that everybody takes for granted. Some people do this kind of thing. She steals Aaron's marauder. She goes to a royal cemetery planet. Now, this seems kind of odd, at least to Crichton. Rigel is incredulous that humans bury their dead where they live. And Chiana hooks up with the clans. Now, why would they want her to join them? What did they tell her or give her that made her want to join them? Who knows? She doesn't seem to be in mourning, except to say that she followed the example of her brother, who's telling Crichton about that. And without him, she needs to lead herself, take an initiative, or something like that. So, beyond that, forget the rest of the plot. There really isn't any. The actors do a pretty good job with what they're given, and there are some outstanding performances here, but the script appears to be a list of formerly taboo subjects on television. They talk about suicide, drug use, and giving birth all in one episode. This should have been an episode about Chiana, in the same way last week's episode was about Dargo. She's lost her brother. They could have provided backstory on Chiana's upbringing, her relationship with her brother, gone into it herself, her motivation to live like she does, how she was so up on peacekeeper technology. Instead, we get amplified radiation, if that's even a thing. Drugs that they don't even really use regularly. They kind of lead you to believe that they're on drugs, but they're not. And they still act like they're stoned all the time. Then there are the lost people. They are people who are over 22 cycles old who have visual symptoms of radiation poisoning. Their story is not developed, and we're not even sure why one is following Crichton, except perhaps to provide some backstory for the audience. We're not sure why Chiana would take Molan's place if she jumped. Nothing seems to lead to a cohesive story in anything that we've seen in this episode. Dargo and Pilot are practically non-existent in this episode, and Zan has one scene to set the comic relief of Rigel's cursed grave robbery. It's not that funny or predictable at all, but at least you can follow the storyline in that point. Farscape, in my opinion, is one of the best science fiction series ever. They regularly buck the trend of other spacefaring shows, turn the tables on the idea of humans and an alien with all aliens and one human, and have the human be the observer of the odd alien tendencies. However, they manage, in addition to that, of making interesting stories, even when they don't leave the ship. They're always clever, they're always entertaining, and they often will make big swings. And that's a good thing too. But while some episodes are home runs, sadly this one was thrown out at first. So I invite you to join me this Thursday. Professor O and I will talk about Contact. This is a film with Jodie Foster and John Hurt, directed by Robert Zemeckis. So we hope that you'll listen in on whatever we come up with on that. Also consider subscribing if you're not already. It's free and it helps us out. So until next time, don't go far.